The anxiety trap. Why we fear life itself. There's something strange happening. Even when nothing is going wrong, we still feel anxious. Not about bills, work, or deadlines, but about life itself. A silent tension in the chest. A restlessness in the soul. Why? Because modern life has trapped us in existential anxiety, the fear of simply being. Today, we'll break that trap. Let's go deeper. What is the anxiety trap? Imagine this. Yuri sitting quietly. Nothing's wrong. Yet your mind whispers, something's off. Be careful. Stay alert. This is the anxiety trap. A constant scanning of life for threats, even when there are none. Why do we do this? Because the human mind is wired for survival, not peace. Evolution taught us to worry, to anticipate danger. But in modern life, there's no saber-toothed tiger lurking. So, the fear turns inward. We become afraid of life itself. The root of anxiety. Existential fear. Most people think anxiety is about stress or bad news. But there's a deeper kind of fear. Existential anxiety. Psychologist Rollo may call it the dizziness of freedom. When you realize life has no automatic script, no guaranteed meaning, you feel disoriented. Questions like, why am I here? What should I do? What if I waste my life? These are not clinical fears. They are ontological fears. Fears about being itself. This is why sometimes, even in moments of silence, anxiety creeps in. Not because of your inbox, but because of your existence. The modern amplifier. Today, existential anxiety is worse than ever. Why? Because we live in a culture of constant comparison. Social media shows you lives you're not living, products you're not buying, goals you're not reaching. We are bombarded with infinite options, but no clear direction. As philosopher Zygmunt Bauman said, liquid modernity has no anchor. We float in freedom, but we're terrified of drowning. The illusion of control. Anxiety is the price we pay for trying to control the uncontrollable. We want certainty. We want guarantees. We want to know that life will be okay. But life laughs at that. It is unpredictable, chaotic, unfinished. As the Stoics taught, we control our actions, not the outcomes. The more we fight this truth, the more we suffer. We get stuck in loops of what if. What if I fail? What if I choose wrong? What if I'm not enough? This is the trap. Trying to predict life makes us prisoners of fear. The body remembers. Anxiety is not just in the mind. It's in the body. Your nervous system stores tension. Your breath becomes shallow. Your muscles tighten. Even when the mind forgets, the body remembers. That's why sometimes you wake up anxious for no reason. Your body is still holding yesterday's fears, or last year's. Existential anxiety lives in the chest, not just in the head. The path out, acceptance. So, how do we escape the anxiety trap? Paradoxically, by not trying to escape. Acceptance is the first step. Viktor Frankl, survivor of Auschwitz, wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Accept that life is uncertain. Accept that you will never have all the answers. Accept that fear is part of being human." When you stop running from these truths, anxiety starts to loosen its grip. Practical tools for the still mind. Here are 3 tools to break the anxiety trap. First, mindful breathing. When anxiety rises, return to the breath. Feel the inhale. Feel the exhale. This brings the mind back from what if to what is. Second, journaling your fears. Write them down. Seeing fears on paper reduces their power. Often, what feels like a monster is just a shadow. Third, meaningful action. Anxiety loves inaction. It feeds on hesitation. But small, meaningful actions cut the loop. Clean your space. Call a friend. Help someone. As philosopher William James said, action may not bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. The paradox of life. Life is strange. We long for peace, but we chase control. We long for meaning, but we avoid discomfort. We fear life, but also fear missing out on it. The secret is not to remove anxiety completely. That's impossible. The secret is to make peace with discomfort, to find meaning in the tension, to walk forward even when your hands are shaking. If you've felt this kind of anxiety, you're not broken. You reawake. Existential fear is not a malfunction. It's a sign of consciousness. The goal is not to eliminate fear. The goal is to live alongside it, with courage, grace, and stillness. This is Still Mind. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing. There's more to come. Thank you for watching.